All right, so I gotta give y'all this quick word real quick because I just wrapped up Bible study and this was so good. All right, so me and my mother came from the book of Job 21 to 23, right? And basically, something that was instantly revealed to me throughout this Bible study is that not to let the opinions of others sway you away from your relationship with God and also sway you away from who you know that God is. In Job 22, verse 5, Eliphaz, who is Job's friend, says, "Is not thy wickedness great, and thy iniquities infinite?" This verse shows us how Eliphaz is accusing Job of having great wickedness and iniquities, and he is suggesting that this is a reason for Job's suffering. So y'all, throughout this chapter, we're seeing that Job is going through this difficult time. Job is going through, I would like to call it a season of suffering. And he's not exactly understanding why, and he's seeking answers from God. Like basically, well, throughout this chapter at least. And Eliphaz, who is one of Job's friends, is basically trying to imply to Job that the reason why you're going through this season of suffering, the reason why you're going through this is because you sinned against God or you did something and this is why you're going through this. Now we're about to get into what Job said about God. Job 23 verse 10, Job says, "But he knoweth the way that I take when he had tried me. I come forth as gold." This verse shows Job's trust and confidence in God's sovereignty and goodness. I probably did not pronounce that right. And goodness, even in the midst of his suffering. Also, in Job 13, verse 5, Job says, "Though he slay me, yet I will trust in him, but I will maintain mine own ways before him." This verse shows Job's unwavering commitment to trusting in God, even if God were to take his life. Job is saying that he will continue to trust in God no matter what happens, and that he will maintain his integrity and faithfulness before him. Then in Job 19, verse 25, Job says, "For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth." This verse shows Job's confidence in God's power to redeem and restore him, even in the midst of his suffering. So now let's get into what God says about not only what Eliphaz said to Job, but what he says about Job's suffering. So in Job 42, verse 7, it says, "And it was so that after the Lord had spoken these words unto Job, the Lord said to Eliphaz the Temanite, My wrath is kindled against thee and against thy two friends, for ye have not spoken of me the thing that is right, as my servant Job hath." God is essentially saying that Job's friends, including Eliphaz, have misrepresented him and have not spoken the truth about his character and ways. God affirms Job's integrity and faithfulness, and he rebukes his friends for their misguided advice and accusations. In a sense, God is also telling Job to go against what Eliphaz said